can't. He may have recognized that music.
Yeah, his ears sort of perked up. So Donny, last year's PTL pup, is back in town, and he's been reunited with his puppy raiser, Jill Sabo. And Jill, we'll get to the why in a moment, why you're back together. But first, let's talk about what and what's going on here. So we're just so excited. Donny, of course, went off from months of training, and then a decision sort of had to be made, right?
Yes. So Donny went, and he ended up going for 6 months of training. Tried to match, but didn't find his forever person. Stayed for another 3 months. Tried again to meet his forever person, but he just decided that he didn't want to be a service dog. And so he was released from the program. So we have adopted him, and he is going to be our forever pet now.
I love that.
So Donny is a forever Sabo, aren't you?
Yes, you're
Fantastic.
good.
And he's so soft
Yes,
today.
you are.
Oh my gosh.
Good boy.
Oh, yeah, you
So-
just wanted to get cozy on the couch. We know. We know.
Part of it was his barking, right?
Yes, so Donny was a little bit insecure in certain situations. It wasn't something that they could predict, so that they couldn't really train around it. So his insecurities translated into a little bit of barking. And it wasn't a mean bark, it was just a, oh, I'm a little uncomfortable, and I'm gonna let you know I'm uncomfortable.
Right.
And so as a service dog, he really couldn't be a barker because he would lose his access rights. Service dogs have access rights everywhere people go, but they have to be well behaved. And if they're unruly, then their service rights can be revoked. And so then it just wouldn't work. So he decided that he didn't want to be a service dog. And he said, I want to go home with the Sabos.
You get to be with them forever. It's going to be so wonderful. I remember coming to one of the fundraising events for Canine Companions here locally not too long ago, maybe last year, and we were able to meet one of the therapy dogs there too, and someone who
Eddie.
Eddie, yes.
Jim and Eddie, yes.
Jim and Eddie, and I remember thinking how special it was that just because they can't fulfill this one thing doesn't mean that they're not helping the community in another way.
That's correct. So about 45% of Canine Companions dogs actually get released and don't make it. And a lot of people would say, wow, that's really, they're not doing a good job. But in my opinion, that means they're doing an excellent job, because not every dog should be a service dog. And the fact that they have such high standards and have that release rate of 45%.
Right.
And then it turns out that about a third of those dogs that get released end up going to do the therapy work. So Jim and Eddie, they see 2,000 people every year. And so that Jim and Eddie, one dog, one team, are touching 2,000 lives every year.
And doing really important work as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We have some video of you guys reuniting, because it was so emotional when you had to leave Donny there.
It was.
And so we want to show this video now, because I mean, you may never have expected all this was going to happen.
I was so, and it was just so excited. He was so happy to see us, and after 9 months,
look at this.
he absolutely remembers who we are.
Oh my gosh, he like can't stop squirming. Oh my gosh, look.
He loves you guys so much.
He does, and we love him so much. It was so very exciting.
Look at him wiggling. We have to ask too, I see his Duke collar on.
Yes.
How's Jack doing?
Jack's doing so wonderful. He's very happy at Duke. I think he chose the perfect school for him. And he actually works at the Duke Puppy Kindergarten, which would be a great segment. So Canine Companions provides dogs to the puppy kindergarten there, and they do cognitive research. And so he's working, doing testing with the Canine Companions dogs on campus.
Oh, Jill, so good to see you. Donny,
Great to see you.
you
So
look
good to be
so
home.
regal sitting
Doesn't he?
there.
He's very stoic, isn't he?
Donny is like running for office, I think. Yeah.
All right, we're going to be right back with a check on our forecast.
Plus, we'll have a look back at some of the fun we had this week, and we had a lot of that fun today.
Oh, yeah.